Cole, this is how what Cole thinks, and Cole's awkwardness. I like how, Ryan, you wrote by Cole right next to it, just so that we remember where this data is coming from. 6 to 7, and then just down to a 4 in ninth grade. Ninth grade's like, oh, I mean, it's not as bad as 8th grade or 7th grade. I would hate to be a middle school teacher, but like, ninth grade's pretty awkward. I know, I hang out with them every day. And then look at this. Write down.
I think we should have done the bias unit first.
You think? Oh, I believe what they call this confirmation bias. That's right, I am awesome. All right, great graph, love it so much. Moving on. One more, and then it's a dot plot. Okay, last one. Okay, this one is an interesting one, and I don't know if you're going to be able to count this for me, so you're just going to have to approximate. Everybody ready? Oh, I don't need that. Don't copy me. You just need a line at the bottom for this one. This is a dot plot. You don't call it X or anything like that. It's more like a number line, almost. Okay, so for this one, you're fairly young, so I feel like you might be able to actually answer this question. There's no way I could answer this question because I have too many to count. I want to know how many different cars and trucks have you driven? Okay, so think about the cars you've driven in your family, if you've driven friends' cars. Anybody not a driver in here?
I've driven cars.
Counts?
Just not.
By the way, we're not counting like four-wheelers or snowmobiles or anything like that. We're counting cars, trucks, vans.
Are we counting mopeds and like?
No,
No.
I want it for four wheels. Not a little farm vehicle, unless your farm vehicle's a truck or a car. Okay, I need to stop. I don't know what my data is. I'm like, let me just start this number line as if I have any idea. Jasmine, you look like you know. Do you know your number?
Oh,
3.
Oh, really?
I have
I'm at 6.
Michael's at 6.
I'm also at 6.
13?
13.
I wish we had Kirsten in here.
I'm thinking maybe 4.
I have to like include
Like
all the
car-
vehicles like test drove too. Like,
Yes.
Oh shoot.
dang. Yeah,
Wow,
and
that
I'm like
changes it.
We'll just estimate.
estimate like I don't know, say
20.
20.
You can bump one of the 6s.
5.
Bump one of
This
the 6s
is a good, to what?
to an 8
An 8.
because I've test driven.
Dude, what if your driving instructor?
Test drove a lot too.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
You guys.
7.
Nice.
7.
Okay.
Is it the same car?
We're a 9 now. This one's
I
a
did.
7.
Yeah, the same person every time.
Oh, I had the same person with 2 different cars.
Okay. So, something
Forgot about that one.
that we should look at. Let's talk about the term outlier. What's an outlier?
Way out there.
Yeah, it is a point that is way out there compared to everything else. It's a point that usually messes up the average, a point like Carter. Okay?
That's harder.
This guy likes to test drive vehicles, apparently, and some other things. 20 is way different. I mean, 13 is already pretty different, though, to be honest. But it looks like a lot of us are 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Like, those are pretty close to each other. 13's a little out there. And then we got Carter, who's that is called an outlier. Lies outside the mean, not like as in you're lying. And somebody has asked me that before, yes.
It's probably more than 20 now that I think about it.
Okay. You want to change this? You want to be a little bit more outlying?
56.
42.
Because I worked at Fleet Farm Auto Center this whole summer.
Okay.
Oh my god. I didn't even think about
What are
my
we going
Dodge
with?
van.
Oh, I don't know. Just
300.
want to say like 60.
60. All right. This is the last time we're changing it. Don't you dare anybody else say anything. Michael, I can see it on your face that you want to. We're not gonna. All right. All right. So here we go. Let's start marking this down. This is 0. We got to go to 60, 10, 20. This is going to be the dumbest graph I've ever seen. All right. 0 to 60. If you're smarter than me, you're probably spreading it across your page. Okay, now a dot plot just has the number line on the bottom. You also need to make sure that we say cars we've driven on the top, and then this is number of cars on the bottom. So you put a dot above where a data point is. So here is 3, and then we have 4 and 5. They're all right next to each other. And then there's like a 7, which is right here, and a 9. We got a 13. And then we got our darling Carter right here at 60. This is just like a stem and leaf plot in the sense that it really gives you an idea of the spread of your data. And this one, we got some big spread here. There's something that you need to, that didn't happen here on this one, but I want you to circle, everybody look up. Circle this point that I wrote right here. Stack multiple dots on top of each other. So if you have like 2 3s, they go like up. So it almost looks like a mountain when it's done, where the most will be stacked the highest in certain areas. So it really gives a feeling of like where things are. Okay, your homework is on the bottom. 10 through 18 are just reading graphs and answering questions about them. 24 through 32 evens is one of each type. Okay? All right. We are zooming through all this.